Hello students, in today's lecture we study about the methods of determination of magnetic susceptibility by Gauss method. Okay, so in last lecture we already studied about the magnetic susceptibility. Here we study about the determination of this magnetic susceptibility by Gauss method, and this is the arrangement of the Gauss method. Okay, so this word Gauss, this is the Gauss apparatus, and it gives by the scientist named Gauss, who determine the magnetic susceptibility, who determine the measurement of paramagnetism of the substance. Okay, so here the sample, powdered sample or the solution of the sample is taken in the cylindrical tube, Pyrex cylindrical tube, which is attached with the scientific balance, and this tube or center of this tube, which is placed in the magnetic field exerted by the magnets. So this is the arrangement of the Gauss tube. So what happened here? First, we take measure this weight of the sample by this scientific balance in or with and without magnetic field. There is the effect of the weight of the sample when we apply the magnetic field. When there are the unpaired electron or paramagnetic for paramagnetic substance, weight of the substance increases in magnetic field. Also, as the number of unpaired electron increases, the weight of the substance also increases in the magnetic field. So this is the, by using this Gauss tube or by measuring the weight or change how the weight changes in and with and without magnetic field, we can determine the magnetic susceptibility by using this Gauss tube. So let's start. So we determine the magnetic moment or the magnetic susceptibility. First we take the measurement with the standard substance or the sample we use, which is the standard one. Standard one means whose magnetic susceptibility already known. So first weight the empty tube with and without magnetic field in gram, or weight the tube without taking the sample in it. So first weight of the empty tube without magnetic field is A. Weight of the empty tube with magnetic field is B. This one is the A for without, and B is with magnetic field. Okay, empty tube. Then difference in weight of the empty tube, which is the B minus A. Now weight of the tube filled with standard substance. Now this empty tube filled with the standard substance whose magnetic susceptibility already known, and again weight the standard substance by with and without magnetic field. So weight of the filled tubes with standard substance in absence of magnetic field is D. Weight of tube filled with standard substance in presence of magnetic field is E. Therefore, difference in weight of the tube filled with standard, which is the E minus D. This is the difference one. Therefore, difference in the weight of the substance del Ws, which is the E minus D minus B minus A. Therefore, the weight of the standard in absence of magnetic field, which is equal to absence of magnetic field, at D minus A. So here we determine del Ws and Ws. In next, measure with unknown substance. Okay, now fill this Gauss tube or cylindrical tube in substance whose magnetic susceptibility are unknown for us. Okay, therefore then weight of the empty tube with and without magnetic field, this portion we already done it in the first one, in the last slide. Okay, now the weight of the tube with fill the tube with substance whose magnetic susceptibility are unknown, and this weight with and without magnetic field. Okay, then weight of the tube filled with substance in absence of magnetic field is F, with magnetic field is G. Then the difference in weight of the tube filled with substance is G minus F. Therefore, difference in weight, which is equal to, here it's a wrong, there is some mistake for my in typing. It's a B minus A, and this is the difference is G minus F minus B minus A. So there is some correction here, G minus F minus B minus A, and weight of the substance in absence of magnetic field, which is the F minus E. So here we measure del W and W. Then the formula of the magnetic susceptibility, which is equal to magnetic susceptibility, of standard substance into Ws divided by del Ws into del W divided by W. So here the magnetic susceptibility of standard substance is already known. Ws, del Ws, del W, we already calculated. So put these all values in this equation, then we can calculate the magnetic susceptibility of the unknown substance. And by knowing the magnetic susceptibility of unknown substance, we calculate its molar susceptibility by multiplying it with molecular weight of the substance. So by using this Gauss method or Gauss, we can calculate the magnetic susceptibility of unknown substance, and this is the convenient method to measure the magnetic susceptibility. So in today's lecture, we calculate or we measure the magnetic susceptibility by using the Gauss method. Okay, thank you.